Welcome to Transport Vlog. My name is Paul and this is an update video on all the work that's happening at the Barangaroo Metro Station site. A lot has changed since I did my last update back in December 2020, so I'm going to reveal all of this in this video. Barangaroo is the first station in the central Sydney area and it's also the first station south of Sydney Harbour. So this is Barangaroo. The Crown Casino building dominates the skyline here, but behind that are a number of large office buildings that Barangaroo Station will serve. Most of the construction work that you can see in the foreground is for Barangaroo Station. The new Barangaroo Station is costing about $217 million and has created 300 jobs. The station box that is coming into view now, and most of the construction work is happening alongside Hixham Road. The street behind the wall is High Street in the Rocks, and that's the best place to get a view of the construction work. The station will have two entrances, one in Barangaroo Reserve at Navi Cove, this will be around about here, and then another entrance further south serving the central Barangaroo area. This will be around about here. There are three main parts to the station, which are north, south and central. The north and south sections are within the station box and are where the platforms will be, and the central section is where the station entrance in Barangaroo Reserve will be. So this is the view of the north side of the station taken from High Street. Barangaroo Station has been built from the bottom up. The platforms are about 30 metres below ground. The concourse floor has already been built, which is why you can't see any further down than this. Coming into view now on the left is the roof of the station. The roof consists of Precast Super-T-Beams. These are made of steel reinforced concrete. Most of the footage in this video was taken on Friday the 28th of May. The station fit out is due to start in October 2021. The station fit out will include things such as installing the escalators, the lifts and the platforms themselves. Now this is what the north side of the station looked like on Sunday the 9th of May. Since then the station roof has covered much of this area. You can see the edge of the station roof on the left. You can see a steel reinforcement cage being built here. These steel cages will soon be filled in with concrete to create vertical support pillars. And this is what the north side of the station box looked like back in December 2020. At this time it looked like the concourse floor was in the process of being built. So I'm now going to focus on the central part of the station. You can see it coming into view here. This is where the entrance will be to Barangaroo Reserve. This footage was taken on Friday the 28th of May. You can see some concrete support pillars here. Notice the steel reinforcement cages alongside some of the ones that haven't yet been completely filled in with concrete. It looks like something quite big is happening just here. If you have any ideas, do let me know in the comments. This is how the central part of the station looked just 3 weeks earlier on the 9th of May. You can see the steel reinforcement cages but no concrete support pillars as yet. And this is what the central part of the station looked like back in December 2020. The whole floor that you could see earlier is non-existent here. You can see a lot further down. And here is a view of both the north side and the central side back in December 2020. You can really see how much it's changed. Here's the view of the south side of the station box. This was also taken on Friday the 28th of May. You can see the roof starting to appear on the right. This looks like the upper concourse level. A little bit easier to see this on the south side than the north side. I'm thinking this might be where a lift is going to go, but I'm not sure. This looks like an emergency staircase. One advantage of filming on a weekday is there is a lot more going on. And here is the view of the end of the station box on the south side. Again, this looks like this would be at concourse level. This is likely to be a non-public area and will house equipment and facilities to operate the station and perhaps the metro trains as well. This footage was taken about 3 weeks earlier on the 9th of May. Unlike the north and the central side, not that much changed on the south side during these 3 weeks. For example, the roof here was pretty much the same as it was 3 weeks later. Here is another view of the south side of the station box looking south. This was taken on the 9th of May. Another view of the concourse level from the south side. What is not immediately apparent is where the escalators and lifts down to the platforms are going to go. If you can figure this out, do let me know in the comments. And again, by way of comparison, this is what the south part of the station looked like back in December 2020. You couldn't see platforms or tunnels then, but you could see further down than you can now. Here are some of the precast Super-T-beams that will form the roof of the station. This section of the roof has just been moved to the north part of the station box on this truck. It's hooked up to the crane, ready to be lifted into position. These super beams are manufactured somewhere else and then are brought to the construction site. It looks like it's starting to be lifted. I wasn't expecting that. Notice the metal poles on either side. I guess these will slot into some holes to support the roof. If you look closely, you can see that there are ropes attached to this super beam, and the construction workers below are using these ropes to help maneuver this beam into position. The metal poles on the end are very obvious now. If you know the technical name for these and what they do let me know in the comments. Again, you can see two construction workers using the ropes to help maneuver this and get it into position. Giving it a little push to get it into position. He is giving a hand signal here to two people on the other side that are probably doing exactly the same thing. I didn't think taking a bow was part of the process. Okay, I think we're on the final approach now. Notice the man on the left seems to have a pole that he's slotting into position. And the man on the right has picked up a pole as well. And touchdown. So I hope you enjoyed that. I found that fascinating to watch, just seeing the teamwork that is involved and the concentration required to bring this part of the roof into position. And here is another view of the roof with that new bit just added. Judging by the speed that they're going at the moment, I think the whole roof over the station box will be completed by the end of June 2021. They're not hanging around. A few minutes later, another Precast Super-T-Beam is being lifted onto a truck. The truck will then take it to the north side of the station box and the whole process will happen again. The Hickson Road below was temporarily closed to pedestrians in April 2021. However, at the same time, a new section of footpath was opened that goes alongside the harbour. This arrow here shows you the location of this new path. This is part of a new harbour walk called the Wulugul Walk. Here is some footage of the new part of the Wulugul Walk that goes behind the Barangaroo Station construction site. This is looking down towards the Crown Casino and Darling Harbour. Now looking the other way. This is where the new footpath joins the existing footpath, and if you look to the right you can see Barangaroo Ferry Wharf. This is High Street in the Rocks, where I did most of the filming for this video. When you're next in the Sydney CBD, it's well worth coming up here to take a look. So that was my update on the Barangaroo Sydney Metro Station as of May 2021. If you enjoyed this video, do give it a like, give it a thumbs up, and do leave a comment below. I'd love to hear what you think. And if you have a question, please post that below as well, and I'll do my best to answer it. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, please do, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.